What up? So it's looking like after a fun 5-month project, building up the Honda Beat, wrapping it, adding an intake, doing some maintenance, adding some LED lights I'm gonna show you guys in a second. My time with the Honda Beat is coming to an end. If you don't know, I'm currently doing a waffle on this car. I think there's about like 120 slots, 190 total. But I'm seeing how this car most likely will be gone in a week or so. I just got the title in the mail, so that's really good news. So whoever gets this car will come with a title. I told you guys, if you're subscribed to my Patreon, I told you guys I figured out how to get titles. I figured out how to do everything legit. Doesn't matter if you live in California, New York, one of those annoying states, even Georgia, who's now changing their laws. I will show you guys how to get these registered, how to make sure that K is always the way, because I get it. Are my knees the crumple zone? Are these one of the safest cars on the road? No, but there's Model Ts on the road. There's so many cars from back in the day that are road legal. How are you going to implement laws in certain states but not others? It needs to be like across the board or not at all. But enough legality, let's talk about what we're gonna do in today's video. So I just finished my 700-mile road trip, and for me, I'm not like most drivers. I do oil changes whenever I do like a long drive. So I haven't driven 3,000 miles on this car. I probably haven't even driven 2,000 miles. But seeing how K cars only take 3 quarts of oil and the filters are relatively cheap, I'm just gonna do one now, seeing how someone's gonna have this car next, and I feel like I was just pushing it last week. So I have an official Honda filter. We're not gonna talk about what happened last time when I tried to use a Rock Auto one. I'm gonna put some 10W30, and doing an oil change on the Beat has to be one of the easiest cars. I don't even need to jack it up. I just need to hit it on ramps. This is a 17 and the filter is right there. So let's bang that out real quick. I put the last filter in, so this should be relatively easy to come off. My last couple of K cars have been hell, so this better be 1, 2, 3 to take off. Let's see if the guy who did it before me, aka myself, put it too tight. Nope. Look at that. A little bit of man strength, but nothing too crazy. So that is out. Here's the new filter. I just lubed up the top and added a little bit inside. Now that that's done, let's add some oil. I gotta get one of those, oh, almost made a mess. I gotta get one of those long extendo filters. 3 quarts later, we're done with that. More exciting news on the Beat. So I used to have 30-year-old halogen, old, not very visible headlights, but now, after a $80 plug-and-play kit from Japan, I have these very, very, very bright LED lights that completely, not only just make the Beat look better because it just looks brighter, but when you're driving a small car like this, something when I had my 7 Miata, something I really always cared about was I needed to have bright headlights, because if there's an F-150 next to you, or if there's just a tall car next to you, they literally don't see you in their mirror. And 2 ways to go about that is a loud exhaust, but I don't want to go that route, so I always just got super bright headlights. So although I'm only going to own this car for probably like a week, I do want to enjoy these headlights while I still have them, and it makes me feel better that the next owner is just going to have some new lights. And I know it's not in the headlight, but come on, this is what I used to have, you know, a boring old light, and now I have these super bright LEDs. So that was a pretty sweet $80 mod. And speaking of sweet mods, you guys know my slogan is K is the way. To some people, maybe that's just 4 words, but I don't know where the channel is going to be 2 years from now, 5 years from now, but if I continue to do exactly what I'm doing, stay in the trajectory I am, work hard, grind, I would love to eventually have my own like shop where people can drop off their K cars. It will be like a one-stop shop for all your K needs. If you live in like Florida or California, you can drop it off to the WayBeforeTheFame K shop, and I'll transform your car, because 5 years from now I'll be an expert at wrapping cars. And in that time, I want to continue to hoard parts, learn about cars. That's why a lot of people give me slack for always getting a car and just flipping it right away. But if I stay buying Beats, or I just keep a Beat for a year, if I only get like the cool cars like the Cappuccino, the AZ1, the Beats, and I don't get weird ugly stuff like Minicas and Wagonars, my knowledge for K cars isn't going to be as vast. Like at this point, I've owned like, I don't know, maybe like 10 or 20% of all the K cars. I had Hi-Jets, freaking, I don't know, I had a lot of K cars. You guys know what I mean. But behind me, behind this camera, I have some parts that I want to show you guys. I have something I want to unbox from Japan that is super rare, and it's a big flex. And I want to show you guys that I am really hoarding a lot of parts. Like I am hoarding all the good stuff. I got one of the Volk like wheel covers here. We got this Japanese magazine with some K truck builds. I got some Blitz, HKS radiator caps. You guys remember the video on this? This is every single K car. Well, not every single K car, but you see the Jimny. That is a Honda Today. That's a Daihatsu AZ1, Cappuccino, Beat, Mitsubishi Topo, AltoWorks, another Topo, and then the Wagon R. This is a NES game or something like that. I just had to get that because K is the way. And then I got flares, Hello Kitty ETC readers. We're gonna get into the plates later, but I got some stuff for the Beat here. You guys saw me pick up 10 sets of rims from Japan. I got Jimny rims. I got those Volks. I got everything. I'm trying to keep all the cool K stuff. I'm even gonna show you a picture right now. Something I bought from Japan for like $500. I don't even own a Jimny, but this kit is so rare and so hard to find that I just want to keep it in-house, because eventually I'm going to get another Jimny. Eventually someone's going to want a Jimny. I want to just have those things in my arsenal that, you know, whenever I need it, whenever someone needs it, I could just be there. Boom, I got you, bro. But yeah, I got so many parts, man. More ETC readers, more magazines. You guys don't even want to know all the stuff I have for K cars. It's ridiculous. But anyways, the last thing we're gonna do before I end this video is, you guys know I have a yellow JDM plate on my B right now, and I'm always stacking up them whenever I can find them, whenever I find a good deal on them. I like to get the plates like this without the holes. I feel like these, in my opinion, not only does this look super new, so it's not as cool like to have on a 30-year-old K car, but I think even with the little plastic piece that goes there, it doesn't look as cool. And like I said, it just looks new. Like, this has so much character in comparison to this new plate. So these are the ones I'll probably just sell or give away in like Patreon or one of my raffles. And then when I find the OG ones like this, the ones that have a little patina color to them, I keep them, and I keep them really near dear to my heart, because I want to put them on my future K cars or just have them on the shop, you know, whatever happens in the future. Even ones like this. This is a glow plate that I paid like $350 for. What am I gonna do with this? I have no idea. I'm probably gonna raffle it. Like I said, maybe do it on Patreon, maybe do it as a second place prize on one of my waffles. But I've been offered, you're probably watching this video right now, I think his name is Doug Nash. I think he said he'll pay me like $300 for this plate, and I didn't do it. And do I need $300? Absolutely. I am in debt because this is my full-time job and I'm always buying parts, and YouTube doesn't pay me any money. I'll show you guys right now. So YouTube is projected to pay me $531. What is that? That's like 10% of this car. But anyways, I digress. YouTube is gonna catch on eventually. They're gonna realize, oh wow, you don't only need to make content on Supras and R34s to get views. You can make weird little K cars like this, still be very popular. But enough chatting, let's talk about this. We gotta open, this has been one of my highlight purchases of the year. This was also $350. And you know, it's all relative. Is this a lot of money? Yes. Is this something really hard to find? And it really comes down to like supply and demand, and I just needed it. Like I said, if I'm gonna be the K guy, I want to be the guy who has all the rare parts, all the JDM parts. This technically isn't, no, this is a K part technically because it's yellow, but I want to have all the good stuff. I want people to see my car when I eventually get an AZ1, or whenever I get one of my really nice cars. Shout out to All Things JDM. I want to be able to really build it up and oh my god, I haven't even seen it yet, but I want to be able to build it up, and I want to be able to put cool stuff like this. So this is a glow plate, but it's a yellow glow plate that doesn't have the big hole here, which is a big pro. It doesn't have the same patina like this one, but the yellow plates mean they're for K car. So I don't know what the 580 means or the 411. I don't know what significance that has, but in New York, 411, 411 is for, it's like a hotline you call if you need help. So if you see this on my K car, just call it, because you're gonna need help. This is gonna be on my AZ1. This is gonna be on one of my dream Ks. I'm gonna put it with the 3 spokes. And not only did I get that, but I got a authentic JDM bracket. So this is what I got from eBay. These were like, I don't even know, like 20, 25 bucks. But this is an OG one, so I'm not gonna open this because you guys know I'm a collector and hoarder. But I do want to show you how this looks when it lights up. So the proper way to mount these is whenever you have your headlights on, the glow plate will light up as well. But for this video purposes, I'm just gonna mount it directly on the battery. So once I have the negative and positive on, it'll light up like that, you see? Ideally, it'll look like this on the back of my Honda Beat. Like, come on. It's not even dark right now, but you gotta still get the full idea. And like, how good does this look? Is it worth $350? Let me know in the comments. I think for someone who loves K cars and loves JDM cars, someone like me who makes content, I think stuff like this is just mandatory. Now let me grab the white one and see how that one looks. But the yellow is just chef's kiss. If you compare the two, seeing how this one has black letters, it definitely doesn't pop as much. You only really get like the outline in comparison to the white ones where you get a lot more. And especially on the Honda Beat, the John Deere Honda Beat, the green, oh my God. Really my only worry in doing stuff like this is that I would love to have this on my car all the time, but living in New York City, driving around with a $350 plate that is really just mounted on with a couple screws, it's a little risque. So in a way it's kind of only for like car meets, which even like, you know, makes it even less worth it because you can't even have it all the time. But here's a normal yellow plate, just so you can see the difference. Obviously if it's not see-through, it just look like this, you know, nothing worth talking about. But the 411, only with the outline, I know it doesn't pop as much as the green, it is still pretty sweet. But yeah, I'm in this video here giving you guys a little more behind the scenes, all the stuff I have planned, all the stuff I have ideas for. I'm probably still gonna buy that Minico we saw in the last video. I just gotta figure out how to get to Jersey and drive it back. And trust me, I have something big happening the end of November, and my goal with that Minico is just to own it from, you know, mid-October to mid-November, get it done, get it sold, because something special is happening late November. Just know, something huge, the biggest thing I've done all year, the way to end the year, the way that all 11 months led up to blank. So I'm in this video here, catch you guys on the next one. I'm about to just fan over these glow plates a little more, and peace out.
Remember the name, this is way before the fame.